Welcome to the jungle. It gets worse here every day. Ooh, learn to live like an animal. You know how it goes. I made it! I made it! I finally freaking made it! Where am I? Well, if you read the thumbnail, you know I am in Skopje, North Macedonia. Or they just call it Macedonia or Macedonia. How are you? Macaroni? I don't know. Anyway, I'm in Macedonia. Let's just say that. And for all of you that tried to guess, remember I asked you to drop some comments. You guys were close. Like somebody said Greece, which is south of Albania. Somebody mentioned Kosovo, which is north of Albania. But I am actually east of Albania. If you don't know where Macedonia is, it's the next door neighbor to the east of Albania. I just got here literally an hour ago. Just going to tell you some craziness. I'm very tired, so if I'm acting goofy and loopy, I'm jet lagged. Okay, I'm super jet lagged. So anyway, here's the dealio. I couldn't get a straight flight from Tirana, Albania to Skopje, Macedonia, even though they're literally like a 1 hour flight over the border. No nonstop flights. Okay. So I opted for the layover, one stop. It was like $100 ticket. Okay. But the layover time was 7 hours. All right. So when I left Tirana, Albania, I flew north into a city called Belgrade, Serbia, north of Macedonia, right? It's like making a triangle. So I flew from Tirana and then I went whoop, like a triangle. And then I sat there for 8 hours in the airport. And then went right back down to Macedonia. Whoop. And let me tell you, the flight itself, both of them were only an hour long. They were super short. So if I could have just got a nonstop flight, I would have been there like instant, right? But no, I had to go and sit in the Belgrade, Serbia airport. It was supposed to be 7 hours, but they had a delay. So my flight didn't leave till an hour later, so 8 hours. Now this is really the bad part, okay? Normally, no matter what airport I go to, there's always, they got restaurants, cafes, coffee shops. You got places to get food and drinks and to hang out, right? This place has it too, but normally, they also have ATM machines everywhere where it's easy to get money in their local currency and actually, sorry, I got a message, and actually be able to partake in their restaurants, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to land there, no problem. I got there at 5 a.m. Like I told you, I took the red eye. I flew out of Tirana at 4 a.m., got to Belgrade at 5 a.m. And I was like, man, I'm hungry. I'm going to get some breakfast. Like they did give you like one little like bag of crackers on the plane and that was it, and a free water. So I'm looking all through, I'm on Terminal 2. When you land, like it's called a transfer. So if you've never done it before and you're moving from country to country, you don't have to go through their immigration and all that because you're just passing through. So what you do have to go through their security, and then you have to follow the signs where it says transfer, gates, blah, blah, blah. So I did that, and they have 2 levels to the airport. So I'm on the 2nd level, and I'm looking, I'm like, okay, so they got a duty-free zone where you can buy all kinds of stuff with no tax. They had all kinds of restaurants. It was torture. I looked up and down the aisles. There was 3 long corridors. I literally walked down 3 corridors because I had time to kill. I could not find one ATM machine anywhere. Then the only thing I ran into was a little money exchange like ATM machine. I'd never seen one of those before. And I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. I still have Albanian currency. It's called the lek. And I says, maybe I could just like switch that out into Serbian money and I could get me something to eat, right? No, the only thing they would accept was American dollars, euros, Swiss francs, and I forget, Singapore something, but that's all they would accept. So I couldn't get rid of the Albanian lek in my pocket. So here I am sitting here with no way to get water, anything to drink, anything to eat. And I'm like, man, I'm so thirsty. I just got to do something, man. So luckily, this may sound gross, but hey, it comes in clutch, okay? I washed the bottle. I went to go sit somewhere quiet in the airport. I happened to look over to the where the window was, and somebody left a plastic bottle, an empty plastic bottle next to the window. And I was like, this is a way I could clean this bottle out and I could use the sink water out of the bathroom. I kid you not, I did that. So I took the bottle in, I used the soap, okay, don't get grossed out. I took off the lid. I soaped it all up inside and out. I washed it real good with toilet paper inside and out and rinsed it really freaking good, right? About 3-4 times, like it was a clean ass bottle. And then I tested the sink water and it tasted perfectly fine. It was cold. It had no funky taste to it. So I was like, this is going to have to do, free water. I got to drink, you know, I can't just go 8 hours with no liquids and no food. I could do the food part because luckily I did have a breakfast before I headed out at midnight. So, but I was still getting really hungry. Good water. But anyway, I made it. Long story short, the water saved my ass. I got back on the second plane. They handed me another bottle of free water, and they handed me another little bag of snackies. And then when I landed at this airport, oh man, luckily it's a nice airport. Everything's laid out, man. I was like, boom, 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 boom. I got my money out of the ATM. I went and grabbed a sandwich because I was starving. I got me a bus ticket to get into the center of town, which was only $3 American for the ride. It's like a half-hour ride. And then then I got my SIM card switched out on my phone. And I got I got my SIM card, I got my money, I got my bus ticket. I was able to use the bathroom and I got food. And then I was able to actually eat that sandwich all within 1 hour before the bus showed up. I mean, I literally had like 58 minutes to do all of that. And I got it all done on time. And then I jumped on the bus. And here's another cool thing. My Airbnb host in this lovely Airbnb place that I'm at, and I'm not going to go into more detail. I'm going to do another video about the cost and all that later. But he picked me up. What a nice guy. He literally came to the central bus station where they dropped me off. He says, I'll pick you up. I'll even have your name written on a sign like everybody does, so you know who I am. I knew his picture anyway from the Airbnb thing, the ad. Nice guy. You know, he's from here initially. He drove me back here. He gave me the keys. He showed me how to work everything inside here. And he said, if you need anything, let me know. So here I am. And I got in here and I was like, oh my God, there's actually food in the refrigerator. I don't have to run up to the grocery store right now. I'm so exhausted. I said, well, let me just tell this short little story. I don't know how short it is, and just so I can let you guys know I made it safe. But it was definitely a crazy freaking fiasco. I mean, if you can get a nonstop, I would recommend a nonstop. I would not even bother with a 6, 7, 8 hour layover. Man, and especially that airport where there's no ATM machine in the transfer terminal. That's pretty bad, really bad. And you can't carry food or water past security. They confiscated my water bottle. I had a water bottle. They confiscated my water bottle when I got off the plane. Because I forgot. I was like, oh, you know, they gave me a tiny water bottle. It was about this big to this size. and it was filled to the top. I didn't even drink it yet. And the guy took it out of my bag and threw it away. And I was like, especially when I couldn't find an ATM machine. I was like, that was my water bottle. So that's how that all went down. But anyway, the trials and tribulations of traveling, what can I say? But there's so much more to come. I can't wait to get out. I need to get some good sleep. I need to get some food. I can't wait to get out and show you guys what's happening. Another message. In Skopje, Macedonia. So much more to come. So subscribe or don't, up to you. Comment, share would be appreciated. I would love that. And it would help the channel grow. And share the word about the great travels I'm on. And also, give me a thumbs up, boop, or a thumbs down, boop. I'm a big girl. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.